This week on commandN, anatomy of a tweet, Captain Kirk's total eclipse of the heart, and Jeff has a great Griffin gadget review. Welcome to episode 211 of commandN. I'm Amber. I just got back from speaking in Chicago, Edmonton, Quebec City, and Phoenix, and I wanted to thank all of my hosts there. I had a lot of fun. It is good to be home in Toronto, and now let's get right into it and talk about the tech headlines of this past week. Our headlines this week are sponsored by our good friends over at GoDaddy.com. We have lots of great deals for commandN viewers that you can check out on our website. One of the best, which we talked about before, is the $7.49 domain name. That means you can get a domain name for just $7.49. All you have to do is enter the promo code COMM749. That's COMM 749. Thanks for your support. Facebook just announced some big news. They will be abolishing Facebook Connect and launching Open Graph. This will allow for easy integration between Facebook and third-party developers. Now, there are a lot of concerns around privacy right now since Facebook announced this news. As for who Facebook is going to be working with, they have announced a few partners, including Yelp and Microsoft.
Won't you be my friend? Don't deny me. I just want some friends on Facebook.
In January at the Sundance Film Festival, YouTube started to experiment with video rentals. Well, they've just officially launched their video rental store, where you can get TV shows and movies starting at 99 cents. As for how you pay for all these rentals, you use Google Checkout, and there are a bunch of different options as far as your viewing preferences.
I hope you're ready.
If you're a fan of Iron Man, and who isn't, you'll love this Iron Man 2 interactive trailer that includes in-depth content about the characters and in-set pieces and props as well. It's a lot of fun just to poke around there and a very creative way to do a movie preview.
We wanted to make Tony Stark more of a global personality. He's a jet setter, so the idea of shooting in Monaco was very exciting.
College Humor is well known for its video parodies and comedies. They've taken a bit of a new direction here with this modern adaptation of World War II for the American teenager, where they use the Facebook news feed to describe events of World War II, including dates, people, and places. If you think a Twitter tweet is just 140 simple characters, well, think again. A developer on Twitter's API team has shown us the anatomy of a tweet. This is all the rich data that is contained within a Twitter message. Pretty interesting stuff, and really shows us that there's a lot of meat in a tweet. Chris made me say that.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you'll never come around. Turn around.
Last week we showed you a clip of a very talented Taiwanese singer. Well, this singer has teamed up with none other than William Shatner in a late-night TV show where they sing this duet that brings back memories of the 80s.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Turn around, bright eyes.
Hi, I'm Jeff MacArthur, and this week I'm going to review Griffin's Navigate inline controller and FM radio for iPod and iPhone. So what this looks like is a little controller with a screen, mode button, forward, back, volume up, down, and a play pause button, and a dock connector. So your dock connector connects into your iPod, and at the other end of the screen there's a headphone jack. So you put your headphones in here, and then you can listen through this device. Now, one thing I should note about this is if you're using headphones with controls in them, like the iPhone headphones, for instance, those controls will not work through this device. So this device essentially replaces those controls, but your mic won't work either. You can put your iPhone headphones just into the top of your iPhone in the standard headphone jack and listen and use the controls in the mic. And all you really lose on this is that you won't be able to hear the FM radio. So maybe more for iPods than iPhones, but in any case, a great little controller. So the screen will light up, it'll show you the song playing and the artist name, but you can also browse through playlists, you can browse through artists, albums, you can do your shuffle settings, and even EQ settings right from this device. So, you know, someplace in like Canada where it's cold a lot of the year, this is wonderful, so you can just keep your iPod right in your pocket, clip this onto your jacket, and then really have all the controls you really need right here while keeping your device nice and warm inside your jacket, which can also help with the battery life. Or maybe you're hiding your iPod in your car and you want to use this to just have it within reach, maybe clipped near your steering wheel or something like that. A lot of different uses for it. The FM radio is really cool. You just hit the mode button and that brings you some FM radio played right through this, so your headphones do have to be in here. But you can set stations, save them in memory as presets, and sounds pretty good. It shows the station name. There's actually an IFM radio app that Griffin puts out for iPhone, but it only really works in the States, and it will give you song names and everything then, I think, but I haven't had a chance to try that. So it'll cost you $60, but it is a really great way to keep your iPod out of harm's way and not sacrifice a lot of the navigation that you really do when you just have those inline headphone controls. That's all for this week. I'm Jeff MacArthur. Enjoy.
For our social media tip this week, we're going to put the focus on Foursquare, which is a location-based service that allows people to check in at different places. Until now, it's been kind of difficult for businesses to manage Foursquare. However, with this new dashboard, a business can check in and find stats as far as how many people are visiting their location and checking in. They can also manage things like promotions and badges. Now it's time for our web pick of the week. This week I wanted to recommend a site that Chris uses all the time. It's called Grooveshark. It's an online radio station that allows you to stream music that you like. It's very simple to use, and what I also love about it is that it's available internationally, so it's not blocked in dozens of different countries, so very handy. Now there's also a site out there that's affiliated with Grooveshark. It's called Tiny Song. This is really neat. All you do is you go in and you search a song that you like, and then you can easily share that song with people on many social networks like Twitter and Facebook. So two really handy tools. If you have any links or tips or stories that you want us to share on the show, all you have to do is leave us a comment at commandN.tv. Here's a story from one of our viewers from Down Under.
Some interesting news to surface from the Australian tech scene this week was that pro-euthanasia group Exit International are going to hold hacking masterclasses in most major cities around Australia. These classes are going to educate elderly people on how to bypass the proposed internet filter if and when it passes Senate. The filter, which is being run by the federal government, was opposed by Google, who said they were not going to be forced to implement it. This is a prime example of how age is no prerequisite in the hacking world. I'm Tom Billsborough from Adelaide, Australia, signing off.
That's all for today's show. Again, we love hearing from all of our viewers, so keep the content coming. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. That's funny. It's so deadpan funny. It's so deadpan funny.